Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a clarification. I remember that I suggested something in a video a while back, like a month or so ago, maybe 2 or 3 now. Um, and I definitely confused some people by what I meant, and I did probably a not great job of illustrating it. So it kind of hit me in the face thinking about something else, and we'll talk about that something else. Uh, that I had a better example or better examples in front of me, and I hope that they continue this more. Like I want them to expand on this idea more. And it was the sense of cohesion amongst genuses. Genuses of Tyranids. That's kind of what I'm hoping that they continue. And the examples would be like if you look at the Lictor variants, you have feeder tendrils, Death Leaper, Lictor, Neurolictor. If you look at the Hive Tyrants, you have Will of the Hive Mind, except for one. And if you look at the Norns, you have, of course, Singular Purpose. And, of course, Windows 11 would like to start messing with me now. I'm sorry. Um, at the time, I think I said something along the line of like how the lictors have like stealth and everything, and that didn't go over too hot from some of the comments. And that's true. Like that'd be dope if every Gaunt had whatever. I don't know. I've also still learning that even a year in, when I just randomly throw a spitball out in the heat of the moment, some people think I am dead serious. So I'm not gonna like stop that too much, but that's insane. So there's that. But coming to the crux of it, to the crux of it, um, I want something nice and niche amongst genuses, right? Feeder tendrils isn't breaking the power economy, and the thing that I was thinking about that triggered all of this is Death Leaper. I don't think I've ever made a dedicated Death Leaper video because there's nothing to say, really. Good unit, good. It has fights first, infiltrate, lone op, stealth, and infone. 80 points. Fear of the unseen if you want to possibly get some more battle shock going. Pretty cool, right? The attacks are well enough, right? 7 wounds. So I don't think I've ever had anything to say about Death Leaper because it wouldn't be breaking news. It wouldn't be, oh, telling you about the unit you already know is good. Like, I do enough of that, I guess. So I never really went on that. But like feeder tendrils, and thinking about the list that Death Leaper goes in, and the ones that you kind of don't see Death Leaper as often, it's not to say that this is explicitly the reason by any means. I'm not saying that this is what happens there. Um, just saying that when it does happen, you don't feel bad when it happens. By that I mean feeder tendrils and taking a hive tyrant. Will of the hive mind, you know how it goes. Once per battle round, one model from your army with this ability can use it when a friendly Tyranid unit within a foot of this model is targeted with a stratagem. If it does, reduce the command point cost of that usage of that stratagem by 1 command point. We've seen it, we do it, we know it, we love it. So pretty simply, all that you need to do is that, hey, that's the ability that reduces command point, and if you just so happen to get feeder tendrils off, you can get that 1 command point. Whereas another tyrant doesn't have it in the Swarm Lord, into which, at the has Hive Commander. At the start of your command phase, if this model is on the battlefield, you gain 1 command point. Now, before you get to yapping at me, I'm not saying that that's worse. It's a side grade, we all know. I'm just saying that if Hive Commander went off, you typically can't benefit from feeder tendrils. Whereas if you're playing with one of the tyrants, you can. That's pretty cool. One of the unnamed tyrants. That's pretty cool, right? So, all I was saying about that. But Death Leaper being an upgrade to a lictor if you have the points to get that invo and to just be a nuisance. Pretty cool. So that's the clarification of it, and I would like them to explore that more. Um, those of you that did get it, I thank you a lot for that. But like something like the gaunts, and this has been suggested in a couple of videos, but let's look over the gaunts real quick. Swarmy, you're getting kicked. Uh, you look at the gaunts, gargoyles. Well, we'll talk about that too. Look at the gargoyles, right? Hormagaunts, termagants. They all have a movement adjacent thing. Reactive move, move, shoot, scoot, advance and charge. Then you go to Neurogons that just has a neurosite that doesn't even work with the neurotyrant ability anymore for whatever reason. Still don't know why they did that to us. But, you know, this doesn't. And technically, if we're being real technical, VRLs fall under the same genus, right? But they do have a movement adjacent ability. Something along the lines of making them all have, I don't know, just throwing one out here. Just throwing it out here, okay? Just because whatever. Let's see, will a hive mind? No. Norns, singular purpose? Not really. I don't know. Feeder tendrils, how about when they die? Because that's what they do. Replenish biomass or something. I don't fucking know. Just throwing it out there. For a thing that could happen. If you look at the warrior organisms, it could be dope if the warriors here and the warriors here both had something like adaptive instincts at the start of the fight, the shooting or the fight phase. You either get reroll hit rolls of one or reroll saving throws of one of them. I don't know. That'd be cool. Let's see. And, include the warriors along with, well, I really don't know what they're doing with Raveners anymore. So they redesigned them. Maybe they're going to redesign our warriors too to look more like the Raveners, or maybe not. I really don't know what's going on there. If they are trying to keep them warrior organisms or not anymore. But, or if you don't want to go like straight warrior organism, the mid-range kind of infantry. Like, it'd be cool if, well, Venom Thropes and Zoe's are, I think, different enough. They just so happen to be in the same kit. I think they're, I don't know, something, maybe if they had something that they shared. Tyrant Guard and Hive Guard would be another good example. Guardian Organism, and then looking at the Hive Guard defensive stance. I don't know, maybe if both of them did a thing defensive organism. I don't know. I'm just saying. I would like to see them expand into more of that in 11th edition because I just think it'd be some nice flavor. I think it'd be some nice flavor. Yeah, it'd probably make some of these data sheets better. Oh my gosh, here he goes again trying to tell us that the Tyranids need to be OP or whatever the hell. It's just flavor. Just talking about flavor. Don't really give a fuck how much it impacts that bad. If it is terrible next edition, you will hear my mouth about it. But the same way I don't complain every day about singular purpose having rerolls into one of the ones because we don't pick it. I don't know. It's just nice to have that option to say, hey, these things in the kit that look alike do a thing and look alike, and they kind of do the thing because they're related, and the hive mind and organisms go do organism thing. So yeah, that's kind of what I meant, and I realized I definitely butchered what I meant a while back, and it hit me in the face when I was thinking about, man, I've never talked about Death Leaper. And there's kind of nothing more to talk about Death Leaper besides the fact that Feeder Tendrils is nice when it happens, and Fear of the Unseen is nice when it happens. So if you have 80 points, you put in Death Leaper more often than not. But yeah, if you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.